Okay, so today I want to just show you a little layering technique that I used in a recent track of mine. Some of you might not have thought to do this sort of layering style before. You know, if we're layering like a pluck, we might layer it with another pluck, or if we're layering a lead, we might layer it with another lead. So today I want to show you a nice little technique that I've come across and something I've just used in a recent track of mine, almost finished. I've pulled some of the elements from it. I don't want to give away too much of the track just yet because it's not released, but I'm going to show you the technique that is used today, and it's a really kind of like simple one but really kind of effective, I think. So before we get into the video, if you haven't yet hit subscribe and you'd like to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss any other videos. And if you are struggling with your trance productions, then be sure to head over to allanmorrowstudios.com, where there is plenty of start to finish courses, sample packs, MIDI packs, and everything else you can think of to help you with your productions. So let's get into it. So what I've got here is sort of like the bridge of a track. So for example, you know, from your intro, you've got all your busy section, your kick, your bass, and all that sort of stuff. And then from that section, we go into the bridge, and then the melody or the main part of the breakdown might come. So this is the sort of thing that kind of joins those two things together. Now, what I absolutely love in these sections is just like quite stripped back, a sub pad such as like this. So just you know, your sub pad. So a nice deep sub pad, but I also like it with like a nice thick pluck. I think it sounds really good in a club. So something like this. Now, sometimes that can sound a little bit too stripped back. So what I've just done in a recent track of mine is I've taken the same MIDI. So this is the MIDI for the pluck. And I've taken the exact same MIDI, and what I've laid it with, rather than layering it with another pluck or a lead sound, I've laid it with a gate. Now, what this kind of does in between those notes, because obviously these are quite sparse pluck notes, what it does in between that notes, it kind of gives it that movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it with, and then I'll take it away so you can hear the difference. So this is with the gate in the background. Now, if I play it without, it can sound a little bit sparse and a little bit like there's not enough there. Now, there is some other elements that I would have in here, other effects and stuff like that, but I'm just focusing on these two layers today. But if I take it away, you can hear the notes in between can sound a little bit dry and there's not a lot going on. Bring it in. Now, this Trance Gate is from the Trance Gate pack that I've just released on the JUP8000V. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check that out. This is number 9. So this is the actual preset on its own. So again, I've closed the filter off on it, so it's really kind of like quite sitting in the background, and it's quite a bit lower in volume. Now, you could have it, for example, as you'll see over this section here, I've got the filter opened up a lot more. And over here, it's really kind of quite quiet. Now, on this gate, there's also some LFO, so the filter is kind of opening and closing as well, which is kind of giving it a nice bit of movement, kind of making it sort of come forward and backwards along with the pluck. But I just think it's a really nice sort of layering technique. As I say, I've just done it in a recent track of mine, and these are actually some of the MIDI from it. But I just thought it's quite nice sort of sound. Again, you could have it so it's opened up more if you wanted. So something like this, for example. Or you could have it set even further back and then maybe turn it up a little bit so there's less high frequencies coming through. Something like this maybe. So let's turn it up a bit. So let's just take some of the top end, more of the top end away. I'll just use this high cut. This is just my quick mix rack if you want to check that out as well. But I'll just take some of the high end off. In a way, you could actually have this pluck quite dry and then this trance gate behind it sort of somewhat acting as sort of like the reverb or the atmosphere coming off this pluck. So that's taking off a lot of the high frequencies there if I open it up a bit more. So it could be used, as I say, as sort of like an atmosphere rather than drenching the plug-in reverb. Let's add a bit more reverb. So you could essentially, if you had this reverb like this, you know, a lot bigger, sort of longer reverb. Sorry, not that much. Yeah, if we had, let's just make the reverb longer. So instead of having something like this where the decay's longer to fill out the space, obviously it still sounds nice, but if we bring that back, we could almost dial this right back and then use the gate as the atmosphere coming off the pluck. And then we could drench this in more reverb if you wanted. The gate's obviously got quite a bit of movement. You don't want to drench it in too much reverb because you don't want to obviously make the track sound too muddy as well at the same time. But I just think that sort of sounds nice. But yeah, have a play around. That's again just playing it. I've obviously got these sort of like chord style MIDI, but you could do it off just like a single dun 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 sort of note, you know, and then those gates coming off that would also work quite nicely as well. So give it a try. As I say, I'll leave a link in the description below for the Trance Gate sample pack if you want to, sound bank if you want to check that out. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed today's video. Again, if you haven't done so, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you are looking for extra tips and stuff like that, head over to allanmorrowstudios.com and check out the free tab where you can sign up to the newsletter and get free production tips and stuff like that sent directly to you so you don't miss out on anything. Right, cheers, thanks a lot, bye.